Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for checking out the episode. I'm RJ. This one is going up on a Friday, so hope you guys had a good week and a good upcoming weekend. I do have some big live streams planned. Huge shout out to all the new subscribers. We grew a lot yesterday. If you sub and then hit the notification button, then you'll get a message whenever the live streams begin. We have to investigate some of the biggest unsolved mysteries in the game. So I really need your help, and I know a lot of you guys who watch these videos are not subscribed. Now, in the last episode, we looked at this house. Some of you guys didn't watch the entire episode because you thought the big secret I was going to talk about was the mutant creature, but that doesn't make sense. I've talked about him multiple times. We have new evidence that shows that we can bring him to life. If you look at the weather vane, that is actually a secret lightning conductor. The same one used by Marco Dragic to bring the robot to life is found here at the house. So that's not a coincidence. And then right next to the man-made creature, you can find the same device used to bring the robot to life. We'll hop into the house one last time. And also, think about Marco Dragic's name, guys. It is a play on words. Dark magic. Marco Dragic, dark magic. So maybe the dark magic is used here as well. I'll put a link in the description if you missed the last video, and stick around because I have something crazy to show off. A hidden message in Big Valley. We have the secret meaning behind it. But one more thing that I have to talk about when it comes to this, whatever the heck it is this letter. Of course, I showed it off in the last video saying it's impossible to get the 22-ounce bear heart. Well, I have an update for you guys on that, and maybe a way that we can get the lightning storm to actually strike the house. Much love. Thanks again for checking out the episode. I've got some crazy stuff to talk about. Hit the like button. That really helps out the channel. But with all that said, let's get into it. I have to show you that maybe the bear heart is possible. Here we are at the Red Dead Wiki. It is extremely useful, and I didn't even know this when recording the last video. The Grizzly Heart. It turns out that it's one of the rarest items in the entire series. It is the most valuable skinning product in the entire game, barring legendary creatures, selling for a very high price. The player does not receive a Grizzly Heart every time you skin a bear, therefore making it very valuable. Even with the Expert Hunter outfit, receiving a Grizzly Heart works out to around 8 hearts for every 50 grizzlies skinned. What? With the player more likely to receive claws and teeth, themselves inconsistently given. Let me know if you've ever come across it, but it's interesting how the Grizzly Heart is the rarest item in the series. We haven't found it in the sequel, but they're asking for it. It's one of 4 things they asked for at the man-made creature. You got vulture wings, we can get that. A human skull, we'll definitely get that. Also, we need a boar, so we can easily get that stuff. It was the Grizzly Heart that I was confused about. Maybe we can get it in a rare encounter. I don't know, but you see in Red Dead Redemption 1, it is possible. Did Rockstar leave it out of the game, or is it so rare that we've yet to find it? We need that and the lightning strike. At least we know how to cause that. Here's the location of the Viking tomb. Just like the Tesla Tower, it's in the same region as the man-made creature house, which is outside of Van Horn. Now, at the tomb, you can find 2 things, maybe even 3 things that are very important. You have the hatchet, as well as the Viking mask. There's also a comb, and we've done some experimenting. It looks like the mask and the hatchet are used as lightning rods, which means if you wear these things, you can get struck by lightning. You don't have to wear the helmet, but it definitely helps out. Maybe even have the comb in your pocket. Either way, we maybe have to be at the house with the helmet. And then there's one more thing we can get from the Tesla factory that is probably added into the equation as well. Keep in mind that we can bring the robot to life, but it's kind of a dead-end storyline. You know, you find the robot in the snow. Maybe it's just showing us how to bring the man-made creature to life. Huge shout out to Trippy Batrone. He was testing it out. He's got his Viking helmet and his hatchet. There's a thunderstorm, and he's about to be struck. Now, there's one other thing that he has on his person that also is probably causing the lightning to strike as well. So there it is. He's dead. We have to do it at the house. But there's one more thing that I believe we need. And we also got it from Marco Dragic, the master of the dark magic. We're back at the house, but this time we're at Chapter 6. We've been wondering who is the owner of this creepy house, and I think we have the answer. Take a look who is sitting at the front porch. It is none other than Micah. Now, you can also find Bill here, but we've been wondering who exactly is involved in this house. So to find these guys hanging out there like it's nothing, that is very strange. And one other thing that I wanted to show off, of course, keep in mind that Marco Dragic gives us the electric lantern. Now that leads you to the robot, but it seems like there is no other use for it. It is not bright like the other lights, so you can't really use it to brighten up dark spaces. What is it used for? Maybe the name electric lantern is a hint that we need the electric lantern to cause the lightning. And maybe strike this place, but to figure out that these guys are hanging out here, what is up with this? Let's see what they say. Do they give us any clue that they own the house?
We gotta get some explosives.
Look at that scene right there, guys. Rockstar is clearly showing us that this house is involved with these guys.
I don't think Dutch cares too much. What you think? Not me. You two. I got my own planning to do. You boys got this. Shit.
Got his own planning to do. What are you planning? You planning to bring this thing back to life, Micah? Micah talks about having his own plans to do. We have to ride out with Bill while he just hangs out here on the porch. Maybe his plans, which most likely have to do with backstabbing the crew, are really to complete bringing this thing to life. That said, there's one other huge secret that we have to talk about. It's over in Big Valley. Now, this is a picture. It seems to show off aliens. Now we know for sure that it is showing off exactly that. Near Old Tom's Blind, right underneath Mount Cheyenne, you can find this rock that cannot be inspected. But clearly, there's some sort of ancient drawing or hieroglyphics even that can be found on it. In fact, there's 4 of these that is found in Big Valley. But this one stands out. You have something with antennas. The crescent moon, you cannot see the UFO on top of the mountain unless there's a crescent moon or a half moon. There is whatever this drawing is, which is completely mysterious. I've heard different interpretations of what that could be. And then the stick figure dudes along with somebody taller, presumably an alien. So we wondered what exactly is going on here with this particular drawing. Well, we have lined it up to a real world drawing. Shout out to Kimchi. She's been a massive help to our family in the recent past with some huge discoveries in Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, this one's pretty big. It's something that can be found in America that looks exactly like the drawing found right here. How about this ancient Native American drawing found in Utah? Does it look familiar? This is definitely the same thing represented in Red Dead Redemption 2. This is the same object from the drawing on the rock. And you have the creatures with the antennas. Very interesting, right? The description says these are some of the ancient petroglyphs discovered in Utah in the Barrier Canyon. Now, I've actually been there, so I think I've seen this in real life. It says, just as many other cave paintings, these two depict a number of tall beings. Interesting, right? Tall, just like they are in Red Dead, with similarly shaped heads as the ones found in Australia and other parts of the world. So you can find drawings like this everywhere in the world. Makes me think that perhaps the natives have come in contact with aliens in the past. I know that's kind of a touchy subject, but there's plenty of evidence that shows UFOs are real, even in modern day, guys. So maybe this is possible. Rockstar is putting in the hints into Red Dead to show us that perhaps there's aliens in that game. I don't know if they're still around because they got in contact with the Native Americans of Red Dead Redemption 2. Maybe it also shows we can see aliens. But it's cool how you have the same exact Utah Native American drawing. That is definitely the one in Red Dead Redemption 2. It's gotta be. What do you think? I've had some people tell me this is a waterfall. It could be a clue to where we find the 3rd UFO, and even more importantly, where we can find an actual alien, an extraterrestrial in Red Dead Redemption 2. We found 2 UFOs, but I really think all these ancient hieroglyphs are clues that we can find an extraterrestrial in the game. But once again, let me know what you guys think. I've got some more huge information coming up in the next episode, so don't miss it. Again, huge shout out to all the new subscribers. We've grown a lot, and I've got some massive stuff to celebrate over the weekend. Hit the like button. That is much appreciated. But more importantly, as always, make sure to stay trippy, my friends.